Are you stuck at work, daydreaming of what life would be like if you had billions of dollars to spend? Well, you're not alone. We are too. In fact, we've compiled a list of the top 10 things $100 billion can buy. Before we dive in, make sure you don't miss our next video and subscribe with the button down below. Number 10. 24 billion Starbucks Venti Lattes, $4.15 each. Kicking off our list is a treat that we are all too familiar with. In fact, you may have one sitting at your desk as we speak. A venti-sized latte at Starbucks costs a mere $4.15, which is pocket change if you have billions of dollars. If you're a coffee fanatic looking to spend every last dime on caffeine, you can hand in your $100 billion fortune for 24 billion lattes. I hope you have a lot of friends who like coffee. Number 9. 3,942,906 U.S. college educations, $25,362 each. Do you believe in the power of education? Are you looking to spend money to provide great opportunities for individuals who wouldn't be able to afford them otherwise? Consider investing in college education. In the U.S., the national student debt for college is currently at $1.7 trillion and growing every day. While $100 billion isn't enough to take care of all of this, it is enough to keep students from having to take out any loans. The average cost of a 4-year college education in the United States is $25,362. With $100 billion, you could pay to send 3,942,906 students to school debt-free. Number 8. 17,857 Lamborghini Veneno Roadsters, $5.6 million each. If you like to go fast in style, a Lamborghini is a good investment. The Lamborghini Veneno Roadster was designed for the 50th anniversary of Lamborghini in 2013. It previewed for $4 million, making it one of the most expensive cars ever. There were only 9 of them ever made, so the value of this car continues to rise as it is incredibly rare. The most recent Veneno Roadster to go on the market previously belonged to a Saudi Arabian royal and was advertised for $5.6 million. With $100 billion, you could buy 17,857 of them. If only there were that many available. Number 7. 1,428 1963 Ferrari GTOs, $70 million each. Are you looking for more of a collector's item? The 1963 Ferrari GTO is the way to go. Manufactured between 1962 and 1964, there are 36 of these cars out there today. It is the most expensive car in the world, as one once sold for $70 million. This huge price tag is nothing for you though. With $100 billion, you could buy 1,428 of these 1963 Ferrari GTOs. That is, if the owners would ever part with them. These cars are so rare and valuable that it would be hard to convince anyone to give them up. Number 6. 653 Boeing 747s, $153 million each. Everyone needs their own plane, right? Why not invest in one of the most successful and expensive planes on the market? The Boeing 747 is one of the most historically dense planes of all time and has flown over 3.5 billion people. This massive aircraft was the longest airliner ever until 2020, when it was replaced by the 777X9. To paint the entire thing, it would take 90 gallons of paint. To put into perspective just how big this thing really is, the Wright brothers' original plane could fit inside the economy section. A Boeing 747 costs just $153 million each. You could purchase 653 of them with $100 billion. Number 5. 222 Salvator Mundis, $450.3 million each. Though the famous works of many historic and talented artists are known as priceless in the eyes of many, we all know that everything has a price tag in the real world. Whether that price tag is one that we all can afford is another discussion. The Salvator Mundi, or Savior of the World, is a famous piece that dates back to circa 1499 to 1510. It is commonly referred to as a Leonardo da Vinci painting, though many scholars dispute this and claim that he collaborated with other artists on it. It was purchased in 2017 by Prince Badir bin Abdullah. He claimed to have been purchasing it to share with all via the Abu Dhabi Department of Culture and Tourism. After a 2018 showing of the painting was cancelled, the painting's whereabouts have become a mystery. The most popular belief is that it belongs to the Saudi royal family's private collection. The piece sold for $450 million, which made it the most expensive painting ever sold. With $100 billion, you could buy it 222 times. Number 4. 251 of the White House, $398 million each. If you're looking to live in a piece of history, the White House may be the perfect place for you to call home. Built in 1792, the White House boasts 6 levels, 32 bathrooms, 132 rooms, 412 doors, and 28 fireplaces. It has a tennis court, a jogging track, a movie theater, a swimming pool, and a bowling alley. Oh yeah, did we mention the fact that it has housed 45 US presidents and their families? Though he constructed it, George Washington was the only president that never lived there. With $100 billion, you could purchase the White House 251 times. Number 3. 20 Buckingham Palaces, $5 billion each. Living like a royal isn't just for those who were born into the crown. In fact, with the right amount of money, you can buy anything. So why not buy Buckingham Palace? Purchased in 1761 as a comfortable family home by George III, Buckingham Palace was turned into a palace in 1826 with a modest £450,000. Since 1837, it has housed UK sovereigns visiting London and is now the administrative headquarters for the royal monarch. Buckingham Palace has 775 rooms, 78 bathrooms, 92 offices, 52 royal and guest bedrooms, 188 staff bedrooms, and 19 staterooms that have been practically untouched since renovations in 1826. This grand and adored palace is worth an estimated $5 billion, and with $100 billion, you could purchase 20 of them. Number 2. 12 Great Barrier Reefs, $8.2 billion each. Are you looking for a way to spend your money that is a bit more worthwhile? Perhaps material goods aren't your thing and you just want to save the earth? Why not invest in the Great Barrier Reef's rehabilitation? In 2016, Dr. Stephen Miles, who was at the time the Queensland Environment Minister, stated that a study proved it would cost $8.2 billion to save the Great Barrier Reef. This price included $6.4 billion going towards emission reduction, $1.1 billion in reducing sediments and nutrients flowing out to the reefs, and some money going towards tougher regulations and solutions to reducing nutrients flowing from properties and farmland. If this is something you're interested in, $100 billion is definitely going to help. In fact, you could save the Great Barrier Reef 12 times over with that kind of money. Number 1. The entire NFL, $96 billion. If you're a big sports fan or someone interested in spending the entire $100 billion in one go, look into purchasing every team in the NFL. There are a total of 32 teams in the NFL, the most expensive of which is the New York Giants, who cost $4.85 billion. On average, though, an NFL team costs $3 billion each. If you were to buy every single team in the NFL, you'd be spending $96 billion of your $100 billion fortune. This would leave you with $4 billion, just enough to create one more team or to live off modestly. You can buy a lot with $100 billion. Planes, expensive cars, palaces, or tons of lattes. The world would be yours. If you had $100 billion, what would you spend it on? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and check out our next video. Thank you for watching and see you in our next video.